All right, everyone. My name is DBcade. I run a lot of fighting games, action battle games, retro games. And because fighting games also include the, what do you call it, like punch 'em out style games, I have busted out Blue Dragon, Kiwamero, Blue Dragon, Kage Hatsudou, Taikan, Kiwamero, Fire Crisis. So, this is a very, very rare plug-and-play game for the Blue Dragon series. There is a normal RPG for the Xbox 360, I believe. Xbox 360. There's a DS game, and there's this Blue Dragon game. And I want to give a quick shout out to Fireball-san, because when he originally pitched the idea for the event, and we talked about it, it's just like, you gotta run something rare. It's like, okay, I have just the game, and if I look like the doctor from the Good Doctor show right now, it's because this game puts you into awkward positions and basically forces you to like move your wrist only. So I'm literally gonna look like a dragon, like like a T-Rex during this run. But it really, and just right off the bat, if you want this game, I'm really sorry, it's going to be hard to get. It is a $400 game and rising. It's just very, very hard. I got very lucky when I got this game. But it is one of the most expensive plug-and-play games, if not the most expensive. So, just be aware of that. This is a treat. I opened it just for the Toriyama Sensei event. I started routing it and running it, but I'm getting ready because we're going to lose energy. So, time is going to start right when we hit this story. And I'm sorry for the delay. The reason for the delay is that this game, once you start it, you cannot reset. You have to finish all the way through. So even if the batteries die on the plug and play, whatever happens, we have to see it all the way through. And so what happened is I started my practice run, and I'm working behind the scenes in the event, and yes, and we weren't able to finish our practice run. So thank you for waiting. Let's get the show on the road. If anyone has any questions, throw them in the chat. Make sure you sign, whatever you need to before, any signatures or art on the Toriyama Sensei sheet. And I look forward to completing this run for the first time at a live event. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so we're going to skip this beautiful story, but it's pretty much all about character designs, the supers, everything that Toriyama-san created for these characters. All of them look great. So we are actually max level with Crook, and she's awesome because when you actually unlock her, she has the best beam abilities in the game, and she can also flick. We don't have our full abilities yet. This is the start of the game, so we do lose some of them, and we're just kind of defeating some of the enemy's army. So the storyline to Blue Dragon's like, it's not overcomplicated. It's kind of like an army basically is trying to find and unlock the powers for the Blue Dragons, but some people are like naturally like infused with them. And so we're like at these crumbling ruins, and originally when we would come here, we don't have any powers. But I guess through a series of events, we unlocked them. Honestly, the story's pretty good. This game, just like many others I played, inspired me to kind of read up on the storyline for Blue Dragon and start watching the anime. It's really good. So, we went ahead and we cleared. We actually got our best, but this is just the high score. It doesn't matter what we get here. We're actually in the max level, but 2 loops of this game you get max level anyway, and to get the true ending to this game with credits, you have to beat the the game two times through. So you technically have to new plus game this game anyway to get like credits. So I haven't done new game yet. So this is a plug and play game that uses a very, very small sensor. So there's a couple movements you can do in this game. So the main one is if you open and close your hands, it hides the little like silver padding on my hands and then lets you flip. But if you try and do it this way, the reason why I hold my hands like this is you see it goes top and bottom. If you go left and right, it actually ruins the sensor inputs. And that's like the major crutch of all these like plug and play games. It's like the sensor usually is a pain in the butt to use. And it's very finicky. It took me many times. I have a couple of these other plug and play games that I've done events, and I'll be doing some at the Speedrun of Exercise. And the main issue with these is always the sensor and getting it to be in the right place. And sometimes it's the shirt that I'm wearing, or it's let's go for it. Are you gonna let me? So here's another issue with playing plug and play games. It's buffering inputs sometimes, and so I'm gonna try to guard here. All right, let's go and we'll finish. This should kill. I'm actually doing pretty good on time right now, so I'm not going to explain everything. But basically, you have two phases of the game. You have a far away phase where you can shoot energy shields, and if you time it and then open palm, you'll shoot all your energy shots off really, really quickly. And then you have another phase where they can come up close, and you can try and like do some close combat attacks. We are actually destroying this first stage. Let's get some fun. Oh, 2 more hits. And when you're in the close phase, you can do a side attack. You can do a chop. So left and right side attack and a chop. And you can also use that for energy shots that like go out from close range to far range and basically swipe it. So we're already on the next chapter. From far range, if you double palm correctly, you'll actually do your special move. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to use like Fook for this whole run because she's just like OP right now. She's max level. She has like a really good like auto shot when you run out of energy. So if you want to heal energy, you completely close your hands. See, I'm out of energy right now, but actually this is not bad. This one you just have to knock out a few enemies. See, if you see those yellow bullets, it means I'm doing the double shot timing perfectly. And they actually home really well with her. Every character has like a different double shot in this game. Just for world record's sake, I'm going to use her. There's a couple missions where we won't. Pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, cleaning up enemies in this game can be like rather frustrating at times. Especially in those levels because their movement is completely randomized. Oh, this is our first like real boss fight. These guys are kind of easy though because once you do enough damage, you're going to switch to the other enemy, and hopefully they'll go up into close-up mode. I'm actually just going to tank the hit, just so I can try and get some of the shots up. It's also really helpful because we go into block mode. We'll do some damage here. We're going to try and knock one of them out before we use our super. And if we switch, it's okay. So we're going to use our super on him. And he's blocking. But we'll use the flame here. This move usually can knock these guys out pretty quickly. And with her, you also don't have to mash attack, so he should be KO'd. Oh, I guess not. It's going to be interesting. Yes, my wrists are going to be very, very tight for the run. But the nice thing is about this game is that, alright, so here we have a chance to do close-up attack. However, because we KO'd one of the enemies, the chance goes away. So getting those chance attacks is actually one of the hardest things in this game, because you have to put your hands down at the bottom here and then go up. And if you mess up the timing a little bit, you miss the chance. So the best combo is to like basically do enough damage that you stun them, rush in for like a quick bunch of punches, and then right at the end of your punches, you'll do your super move. So you have extra stations in. These are kind of like the mini games of the game. Some of them are just like high score attacks, so it doesn't really matter. We probably should have changed characters just because her energy really isn't that great for these, and you can actually game over on these. You don't want to. Obviously, you need to beat them, but they give you 7 bombs in the corner. If you want to use a bomb, just throw your hands up, and you'll be fine. The aiming is also a little bit specific, where you have to do it preempt, so where the enemies are going to come out on screen. And there's actually a mini game that's required later on that's very difficult, where we'll be using this same exact kind of like air attack strategy. I'll probably just use the bombs the rest of the time. So, why Blue Dragon? Well, Blue Dragon is one of the, I feel like, the underrepresented IPs of Toriyama-san, and I felt that currently the is it OBS webcam mic? Uh-oh. Am I not being picked up? How's that? Is that better? Have I not had audio this whole time? What's up? It was choppy. Okay. Is it better now? Okay. How's that now? Okay. Cool. Cool. Sorry about that. I'm going to blame it. Okay. Great. Again, I'm going to blame that on the plug and play. Everything that's happened is I have a complete excuse for this game. It's the plug and play. The condition of this by my plug and play is like pretty much new. Like there's very little wrong with it. Just want to get close in. Okay. The red ones like to go for the close combat, so we're going to try and aggro them. We just want to get one shot off and then have them come in. They'll do a strong punch, but we can knock them out pretty much instantly. Ooh, nice. We actually got... This one's kind of in the way. We'll tank the hit. Got a full combo. We don't want to use our special here. There's really no reason. Yeah, side punch is really, really strong, and you can actually use it to reflect projectiles back at the enemy if you do it just timing. However, I don't really use it during the run because the accuracy, like if you miss the just timing, you're either going to get hit by a projectile or you're just losing the ability to build energy. So the real speedrun strat in this game is to like make sure that you're opening your palms at the right time so you can like buffer the shot in pretty much frame perfectly. So I'll give you an example, like it'll probably happen, but open here. By the way, I love the character design for all the dragons. All the stands. Alright, we're gonna get a stun in a little bit. I wasn't trying to do that, but we'll go for a finisher because they're not guarding. This should KO or come close to KO. So the general, he's pretty much one who's been luring us into a trap, and we knew it was a trap all the whole time, but there's nothing we can do. The good thing is he's really not that annoying of a character. Just have to block a few shots, and then we'll get the KO on him. I'm hoping this will be record. I'm trying to think of like other things that I'm not talking about for like the style, because like it probably looks very strange. I'm like flicking my hand at the screen, but all my movements are spend a lot of time looking in a mirror, making sure that I get the movements right. So now the issue is, so this is the issue with the sensor sometimes. So now we have double shot. So once you get this double shot out, the game becomes a lot smoother, especially when they both land in. And it allows you to get the block in right away. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's pretty much the last time we have to fight these guys. They're not too difficult. They just tend to switch. It's kind of random when they switch. The Kaba no Ryune. Okay, so I forget the official name of it, but the hippo dragon. Basically, if we shoot it on the screen in time, it gives us a couple guards. It's like 3 to 4 guards. Am I gonna get? No. We're not going to get the chance to tag. I wonder if we'll get it off in this marathon, but we might not even need it. All right. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, you can't put your arms down, and you can't, and you have to hold your hands. So you're kind of constantly exercising. It's really good. It's more of an intense workout than the One Piece one, than the Naruto one. This is the ultimate workout. Every time I play this game, my hands my wrists are killing me, and I feel it right here. I did this right before RTA in Japan. That was my training. It's like I had to lose a couple pounds. Let me just do a couple runs of this. A little bit off on the RNG. So yeah, Blue Dragon, by the way, not only did Toriyama-san do the main characters, he did all the villains too. And it's unfortunate because the history behind this game series, this series in general, is always kind of hidden behind, you know, a lot of just exclusiveness. So this is a plug and play that was very, very unavailable at the start, and then the fact that it was one of the few games that was only available on Xbox 360, I didn't actually get to experience the series until later on. And then overseas, they didn't even get the anime or manga or anything like that. So at least in the States, I remember being very, very envious of everyone in Japan and being like, wow, you get to see this awesome series. I'm sure many people felt that way. Alright, so this is a series where they basically defeat the high armors, and we need to beat up 4 of them, if I'm remembering correctly. So if I'm getting that swipe, by the way, when I'm saying like this, it's just a sensor error. So we have a super move, so we'll go ahead and use it here, just so we can take out one. It doesn't actually, we technically lose a little bit of time if they were going to be guarding a lot or give us an awkward pattern.
But the trade-off is basically we instantly kill them in one hit. So we get to skip to the next one. The fastest strategy would be to not use them, but you're pretty much gambling on like enemy RNG at that point. There, see? Better hand. I think my hand placement was too much like this. I gotta... Alright, I gotta really put more stretch into it. This game has 8 chapters, and we are, I think, on an incredible pace right now. We're coming up to some pretty difficult fights. Oh, I should have switched for this one. Okay, we're going to try it with her. I forgot to change characters. But I think we can get through it. She has a shorter energy gauge, so I should have switched. But her energy shots do a little bit more damage, so we'll see. If my placement is really, really good... And we still have bombs to use, by the way. I don't want to take too many hits there, because you can't swipe the screen until you destroy all the rockets as well. But the final scene, it doesn't matter. You can actually like basically just focus down the last floating castle, and then you'll beat the game. Oh, you'll beat the mission. Alright, we got to be a little bit careful here because we can't take that many hits. A little bit more. Nice. Okay. 124 is really close. That's pretty much close to my best on this time. If you want it, when you get this game, you can actually play all the mini games in separate modes as well. That's my best. Nice. We lose a little bit of time for that, but it evens out. Yeah, I think it's because our energy shots kind of gives us a little bit of advantage, but hey, that's area clear. There's still a lot of routing to do for this game, so you know, if you're ever scouring, you know, some sort of site, I would just say, and you see this for like 100 or under, try and grab it. It's worth it. It is a really fun game, and there's tons of routing to be done, like figuring out which character to use on which stage. All right. Heaven's Hell's a little bit annoying. We just have to move 4 times, and then we can kind of lay the smack down after. We want to... So, now we got our super move again, right? You see the name under there. However, we don't want to use our super move right away. What we want to do is we want to stack our super move so that it actually, if you hold it and build a little bit more energy by doing attacks, you actually level up and can do the next attack in the series. And there's actually 3 attacks. And this attack is insane and pretty much one-hit kills most enemies. So, especially the boss fights. So now we're going to be switching this one. We're not going to try and do the wing slap one anymore. The eternal, the flame move. We're going to switch this one. And that's why Krook is actually the best character. So we have to use, if it's Manmaro or something like that. And this one is a mini game. We have to basically paddle to move faster if we want the best time. And try and get, oh, see, I accidentally tapped the left and right. We want to try and get the left and right cards, and we'll get a speed up, but always want to kind of steer toward the center here. I don't even know what this looks like. Oh, yes. Okay, we got it. We should be toward the end. I don't think there's any more cards left. Go. Nice, gold. This also might be a best. I did miss one card, but my pedaling, my dog pedaling was pretty good. It was pretty on point. Yeah, best right there. Maru Maro. So Maru Maro is basically the he's a little bit of a weaker character in this game, but his buddy is pretty aggressive and has some good super moves, so we'll use him. This fight, however, is one of the more infuriating ones because you do not get to do whatever you want in this, and you just kind of have to wait your turn. And then when the shield comes up, you're going to guard and get full energy, and then you'll start attacking again. Sometimes, yeah, there's a stray bullet that like gets too far left, under, or above. There's nothing really you can do about it. This is kind of one of those matches where you just kind of gotta do your best here to stick it out. Oh, we should be able to get, that's a combo right there. Okay, so fireball, we're gonna charge by waving our hand side. What's up, ASF, everybody? Yo! We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Shoot those fireballs. And boss is almost dead. Shield's gonna come up, guard, tank a little bit of damage. We're gonna get another shield. This boss is really not giving us any nice RNG. About one more shot and the bird is down. Not bad, not bad. Nice. So yeah, a little bit of a harder character to use. The double shot attack, there's really nothing there. And the energy charge for this character is like a little bit slower. So Maru Maro doesn't really get much play, except when you're forced to in this situation. Rogi Shurai. So we're going to change back to and we should be able to go into this mission. There's a bonus mission. I'm going to try and remember to switch for the energy. Let's see if we can get some nice charge shots in the beginning. Oh, really bad choice by the enemy. This guy likes to basically rush forward. It was reading one of my sensors. So there's actually like sensors on the back. Riots. Yeah, you have to break the change on this one and you're going to get hit pretty much at the same time. And then you can do your counterattack. Really, really hard boss to fight the first time. But we're going to try and build our energy here. We should be up. Yeah. Dance in the dark. Not anymore. Light it up with the Phoenix, and that should be area clear, or at least boss clear for this one. All right. Are you guys are you trying to follow along with the hand movements? Any gang signs are completely accidental. I'm repping everyone in this game. So the general now has gotten a little bit of a power up, so we have to be a little bit more patient in our in our attacks. And you can see we've already taken a significant amount of damage. And there's a new attack that we have to defend, which basically does, you know, like chip damage, guaranteed chip damage to us. Dance in the dark, and we should be good. We got Dance in the Dark pretty much perfectly because we blocked the hits extra. This probably won't kill though. We're just gonna. Oh, never mind. I can't tell. That might be a magic pixel. Oh, okay. Now, hey, nice. Okay, that's the fastest I've ever beaten this mission. Yeah, sometimes you just get out of luck, and you know you can't build the energy fast enough, or the enemy just they do different patterns. Where like this time they did the hard charge one. So if you just block, attack, block, then it's good. But sometimes you are forced basically to really have to be careful and block, because we were less than half health and we only went through one loop. We're coming toward end game, by the way, really quick. Oh, this is the one I meant to choose a different character. That's fine though. First time. So yeah, if you lose these extra missions, you're finished. So I still have to be careful. Can you tell that the sensor is not working on my on this one? It's not doing anything. Try and readjust. Yeah, it can be very annoying. It doesn't matter how much damage we take as long as we don't lose. Bomb, please come out. The good thing is that they give you like special like kind of seals or stickers if like the front becomes too weak or whatever, then you can replace it with the other one. But just like your gym equipment, you have to actually like clean these things, or you're definitely not going to be able to play it, let alone speedrun it. So the upkeep on Blue Dragon is quite a bit. All right, so we're back to killing the 4 armors. They have about the same health, so we're going to try and do some quick skips here. Blink, 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 blink. Nice. Okay. Yep, it's not a guaranteed combo, unfortunately. You can try and chop. Let's go. Oh, right into the battle. Okay. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about, where now I opted not to use super. So because of the pattern, I'm technically like I'm losing time in comparison. But the super animation is just so long, you know? So it's hard to make that choice. I'm just going to tank the hits. All right, nice. It's more. All right, we'll use it now. We'll use Dance in the Dark. I don't think we're going to get another pattern. That's good. So we'll go ahead and just end it. Nice. Whew. So, what are the benefits to using the characters? Basically, their tech, not only their moves, but their energy bar and possibly slight damage differences. However, I have not been able to completely route those. And it doesn't matter though when you get to this guy, because this guy does not care, and he will constantly make everything difficult for you. Mainly because he calls out these 2 shield attacks. And these 2 shield attacks are extremely annoying to deal with. Because if you don't kill one of the red, he calls out like basically 2 meters. You get hit here no matter. Oh, I got hit twice. That's not good. These come out no matter what twice, and then if you take the red attack, it's just a ton of damage. Yeah, unfortunately, we're like taking a little bit too much damage here. Sometimes you get to counterattack, but most of the time, this honestly is probably the second hardest fight in the game, next to the sub-final boss. Alright, we're going to use Dance in the Dark here. Hopefully this will drain health a bit. Let's go! Okay. I got into it. We needed to win that. Yeah, you just never... It feels like you never have a turn against him sometimes. He'll do his little, like, beams, his red orbs, and then he'll come up and he'll just punch you a million times, and sometimes it feels like you don't even get a chance to counterattack him, and you can't like swipe his arm or like counter hook him or anything. Like, he's just a metal crazy robot you have to deal with. So this is technically where you unlock Crook. So now you would be playing as her. However, the first time you play, you would beat this boss, and then you'd have to go through, get all the special books and then you can fight the true final boss. This guy is a menace. This is the hardest boss in the game. He is completely cheap. He also can regenerate his health. So we're going to try and get extra hits in where we can, but nothing is guaranteed on this fight. Nothing. Yep, there's the health regen. We just don't want to shoot, but again, it comes out instantly, so we don't get a choice. One of the harder attacks to block in the game. We did okay. Okay. So this is a bad situation because he is now guarding Dance in the Dark, and we're going to break his guard, but we're going to feed him energy. So we've now got to do this all over again. He's definitely going to get to use his super move in a second. So we just have to hope that he doesn't heal. That's good. If he does orbs, that's really good. You have to be really, really careful because more than the robot, this guy control you and just attack a million times in a row. Like that. He can do up to 6 chops. It's totally random. Other energy's not coming out. We're going to get the orb out of the way. I'm a little worried that there's a heal coming. So we're going to go ahead and use our energy. Again, guarding, but we should guard break, so it won't be the end of the world here. It's going to be close, though. It's going to be just a little bit of damage. But it should be enough to finish. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we got through the hard part. So what happens is you actually fight a dark kind of Neo version of this boss. I forget his... So, say it in chat if you know the story, the character names. I'm doing bad today on the names. I think his name Nene, right? Yeah. So this is the first version, but because she's so broken, we literally can just pretty much open palm this, and this character's so big that not only do we get to basically reflect everything, it's really easy to get like combo points and stagger, especially when it moves left or right. So doing pretty good. Yeah, that's what we want. 20. You'll see it'll go up by 2 sometimes. We'll get the extra block just in case. You would think so, but gravity ball is pretty easy to block. You just hold it down low. We're gonna take some big chip damage, but it's not the end of the world. Don't worry. We're gonna get through this. And the guard, it's hard to guess when that guard's gonna come out, but we need to make sure that we're actually doing damage here. And we should have full energy because okay, nice. One more fight. And it's supposed to be the harder version of this, but actually it's easier because the attacks are slower but more damaging. I'm curious what my time is right now. Okay. Final fight. Can we throw some hands? Great start. A little bit of energy got through. That's fine. Enemy sliding a little bit. As long as we focus and make sure that we move just ever so slightly to adjust. We actually might even get a stun. Oof. We took double hits from that. We got Dance in the Dark, but I want to make sure that we get to use it at the appropriate time. And we didn't want to feed. It's just the same Gravity Ball. Gravity Ball, if you don't block Gravity Ball, it's just an instant KO. So it's really just a test. Are you paying attention? Are your arms alive at this point? Are your wrists still working? Let's go! And Dancing in the Dark! Oh, almost. We almost got that crazy combo. This'll finish though. G. Yeah, okay, GG, let's go. Okay, that is Blue Dragon plug and play game. I hope you enjoyed that. This was just for this marathon. Like I said, there's probably like 1 or 2 other marathons. Now that I've opened it, now that the box, the contents have left the box and the routing has begun, I'm sure there's a few more events, but I wanted to make sure it was special for this event. Yeah, I don't have any other comments. I just want to say thank you to the anime speedrun community. It's been awesome to see, even, you know, kind of during what would be considered the off season, because we have our main event in May, people coming in and just talking about games and getting excited. And you know, we've got so many new games to look forward to. And I think the big one, of course, is the Dragon Ball Tenkaichi Zero. The new Tenkaichi game just looks super good. It's going to reinvigorate. But I'm hoping that, you know, somehow maybe someone from Bandai Namco sees this and says, hey, yeah, we forgot about some of these other IPs and releases some of these other games. Because I do think that there's some hidden gems out there and hidden treasures when it comes to games that Toriyama Sensei worked on. But this was my choice for the marathon. I'm glad I could be a part of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more runs coming up. What was my final time, by the way? I am curious. Okay, that's world record. That's really good. That's what I thought. I did practice a lot for this marathon, and in the back of my mind, I was making sure I didn't make too many mistakes. The next run is Dr. Slump, who also the Great Fireball-san is running, and pretty much learned just for this marathon. We both basically just said, hey, we're going to learn some rare games. You don't want to miss this run. It's going to be so much fun. I got to have like peaks of this game when Fireball-san was running it, and it was awesome. Like this is another hidden gem, and I hope that more people come and run the other Toriyama games, the Toriyama Akira Sensei games, because if they do, that means we can have another excuse to have another event featuring his games, because I just feel like a lot of them are slept on. But you'll see, you're going to see like it really is an awesome PlayStation game. So I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this in replay, just go ahead and all I ever ask for is just follow my channels at DBcade, and I hope you're enjoying the marathon. Enjoy the other runs. Thanks. Bye.